Hey everybody, giving you another update on my hair transplant. I'm about 4.5 months into the hair growing process. Again, for those who are watching this for the first time, I went to HLC in Ankara, Turkey to get my hair transplant done. I had 3,205 grafts to be specific, transplanted via FUE, which is the individual hair removal out of the back of your head and then transplanted into your designated area. For me, it was the front. I've always had kind of a patch here and then a horseshoe shaped baldness that was slowly leading backwards. So here I am 4.5 months in, and this is kind of where things are at. Now, I had a haircut maybe two weeks ago, maybe a little over 2 weeks ago. So things are getting longer. So part of it is the hair is getting longer and covering more of what I want, but also, I think things are continuing to thicken up. So if you want to go back and kind of see the difference, you can go to my previous videos, see comparisons of side-by-side photos, and you can also see me showing the top of my head where you can certainly see that there is a difference between then and now. As you can see, there's more coverage, less scalp. This is probably, I've done post-work videos before, so this is the same time of day that I usually show my hair. I have gel in it just like I normally do. And as you can see, it is kind of thicker. There are still some areas that are filling in. I think that's going to continue probably through the year process that this takes. But happy with the results thus far. And you can see that the center area, they did transplant hairs here, so I fully expect this to thicken up even more. So what I'm gonna do, just because I want you guys to get a real sense of what my hair looks like, I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna wet my hair, I'm gonna take all the gel out, and then I'm gonna comb everything forward just so you can kind of see what it looks like when it's wet and how much hair is actually here. As you've seen in the past, I do swoop my hair over to cover it, but as you can see, it's definitely not needing as much swooping. So let me get this gel out real quick and I'll be back in a second. All right, so I just freshly washed my hair. As you can see, this is just literally towel dried. So let me comb everything forward for you and you can kind of see what it looks like from the top, completely wet. So I can already tell just from like combing it down on the sides that before I would just have hair sorry, I'm doing an awful job with this camera. There used to be hair just right here in the front, but now there is, as you can see, hair in the sides as well. And I'm assuming that these like light fluffy hairs here are gonna continue to thicken up as time goes by. As this side, it's odd, this side, it seems to be progressing faster than the other side. I don't know why that is, but I'm assuming that's somewhat normal. But here you go. I mean, this is what it looks like from the top. And I must say that before I had the hair transplant and I would do this, there would literally be nothing in the middle, like nothing. And you can still see that like right here, it's a bit thin. I'm still hopeful that things are going to thicken up in the back there over time. So this is, I'm hoping, still in the beginning phases of the thickening phase. But when it's dry, I do have thick hair follicles. So when it's dry, it does cover those areas, and my little comb to the side here does help that as well. So let me give you some close-ups of the sides here so you can see the real transplanted hair. Let's see, that's all transplanted up in this area right here. I don't know if that's focused or not. I hope it is for you guys. And then let me comb some of this back. I know this is not like a great camera and I apologize, but it's all I have to show you guys what's going on. And I'm in pretty harsh lighting too. Let me go over here in less direct lighting actually. Let me take you out here. So this is kind of what it looks like in less harsh lighting too. So anyway, that's kind of where things are at right now. I do notice that the hair that transplanted, and you can kind of see it, it does grow like straight up. I noticed when they did transplant the hair, they did angle it. So they do try to look at where your natural hair is growing. So make sure that that's one thing that you look at when you're researching your clinics. That they do a good job at matching the angle of where your hair grows, because if they don't match the direction, you'll have like cowlicks in weird places and it'll stick up. Mine generally does. The transplanted hair generally does grow in the same direction as my hair, but I think it's hard to get everything perfect, so it does stick up a little bit when I don't have gel in it. The second I put any pomade or whatever, it stays where I want to, so it's not an issue. So that's really all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you're following my journey, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in about a week. Thanks again.